Every year, a handful of hitters take a leap forward producing career years, but I'm sure you're wondering exactly who that will be in 2024. Well, it looks like you came to the right place because in this video, I'll be covering 8 players that I think will reach another level this season and more specifically, have a career year. The first player that I think will have a career year this season is Los Angeles Dodgers sophomore Bobby Miller, who just came off an awesome rookie campaign. In 2023, Miller posted a 3.76 ERA with a 1.1 WHIP in 124 innings after being recalled from the minors. Miller's calling card is obviously his fastball that sits at 99 but also hits 100 plus consistently. While it may not be smooth sailing the entire way, I find it hard to believe that he won't lower his ERA this season, and with the Dodgers offense backing him up, 15 to 20 wins is extremely likely. If he can improve upon his slider that was hit hard last year while throwing his effective changeup more often, I think that will only benefit him and his numbers this upcoming season. Armed with 5 pitches, including his elite fastball, expect Miller to take another step in 2024. Moving to the next player on this list, I have second baseman Gleyber Torres of the New York Yankees. Gleyber is now entering his 7th major league season at the age of 27 and has already had some really solid years in the past. In 2019, he hit 38 homers, and just last season saw him post really strong numbers across the board, including 25 homers and a .273 batting average. Obviously, a contract season plays a role in my enthusiasm for Gleyber, but he's cut his strikeout rate and is now in arguably the best lineup that he's ever been in with the addition of Juan Soto. I think that we see him match 30 to 35 homers with a .280 plus average if some batted ball data goes in his favor. Playing for a massive contract for 2025 and beyond, Gleyber's poised to put it all together and have a huge campaign. Next is second-year starting pitcher Grayson Rodriguez of the Baltimore Orioles, who had a really interesting 2023 season. While Grayson finished with an unappetizing 4.57 ERA last year to go along with a 1.33 WHIP, those numbers don't tell the whole story. After being recalled from AAA for a second time after being sent down to the minors due to his struggles, Rodriguez was a completely different pitcher. In his final 13 starts, Grayson posted a minuscule 2.58 ERA while displaying clear confidence on the mound that wasn't present in the first half. Many things are working for him in 2024 as the dimensions of Camden Yards are as pitcher-friendly as ever. The Orioles lineup is really good and he also shouldn't be on an innings limit. A mid-3s ERA to go along with 200 strikeouts is my expectation in what will be a major step up for Grayson Rodriguez. Heading to our second hitter on the list that I think will put up a monster season is first baseman Spencer Torkelson of the fast-rising Detroit Tigers. Now, Torkelson took a major step forward in 2023 when he hit 31 homers after only 9 the year prior, but he also paired that with a not-so-exciting .233 average. While it may be difficult to foresee any additional power this upcoming season, I believe that Torkelson will boost that average after suffering from a low .269 batting average on balls in play last year. Something along the lines of 35 homers and a .250 batting average is completely within reach and would be far and away his best season to date. With the Tigers lineup drastically improving as well, the counting stats should also improve for Torque, leading to a strong potential for a career year on the way. Logan Gilbert is the next name I like for this upcoming season, entering the year as the Mariners' number 3 starter. Gilbert is already going into his 4th season with the club and has been really solid throughout his entire young career. Last year, he posted a 3.73 ERA, which was higher than his 3.2 ERA he had the year prior, but Gilbert was able to increase his strikeout rate and lower his WHIP last season, which leads me to believe that he should experience some positive regression this upcoming campaign. If he can take another step forward with his strikeout rate while continuing to limit his walks, I believe he has a chance to earn some Cy Young votes by season's end. Even though he's already cemented himself as one of the better starting pitchers in the AL, I think that 2024 holds a career year in store for him. Now we move to the next name on the list, which is Boston Red Sox first baseman Tristan Casas, who is freshly coming off his rookie season that saw him have many ups and downs throughout. Casas notably struggled in the first half as he was adjusting to the speed of the major league level, but then the second half happened. Tristan Casas went on an absolute tear after the All-Star break, which is evident by his 15 homers and .317 batting average in only 54 games. This allowed him to reach a respectable line by season's end of 24 homers and a .267 average in just short of a full season. Now for me, it's pretty easy to project an improvement for Casas this upcoming season as I expect his numbers to be closer to his second half of last year rather than his first half. 35 homers, 100 RBIs, and a .280 plus average isn't out of the question here. Moving on to the final starting pitcher, I have fast rising prospect Gavin Williams, who showed a lot of promise in his first season with the Guardians. Williams managed to put up an elite 3.29 ERA, albeit in a small sample of just 82 innings. He has been able to produce gaudy numbers at every level in his professional career with multiple plus pitches that catch hitters off guard. He may not light up the radar gun like some others will, but a fastball that sits 96 paired with some nasty movement on his secondaries has allowed him to find success in the major leagues early on. While he may not be among the league leaders in wins thanks in part to the Guardians' lackluster lineup, Williams could very well hold an ERA that hovers around 3. If he can pitch 180 innings this year, we will also see him hit 200 strikeouts for the first time in his young career. And finally, the last hitter and overall player I'm picking to have a career year is none other than Ke'Bryan Hayes, the third baseman of the inspiring Pittsburgh Pirates. Hayes is already as good as he gets defensively at the position, but his bat has been very inconsistent up till this point in his career. What's interesting from last season though was that Hayes' first half and second half splits were completely different. In the first half, he played 75 games and hit just 5 homers paired with a .252 batting average. Comparing that with the second half in which he played only 48 games and hit 10 homers paired with a .299 batting average, and it's clear that something had changed for him. Shortly after the All-Star break, he implemented a toe tap before his swing motion, which allowed him to time the ball much easier. If this adjustment carries over to 2024, which it has in spring so far, watch out for Hayes this season. And with that being said, that wraps up my picks for this season's career year players. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Yet again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.